On April 28, 224, the Battle of Hormuzgan occurred between the Parthian Emperor Artabanus V and the rebel leader Ardashir I. The Parthian Empire existed from 247 BCE to 224 CE and dominated the region of modern-day Iran. It was a rival of the Roman Empire and controlled vital trade routes between Europe and Asia. However, in Hormuzgan, the rebels led by Ardashir I defeated the Parthians, marking the end of the empire. With his victory, Ardashir I founded the Sasanian Empire and became its first emperor. This victory changed the political landscape of the Middle East forever. The Battle of Hormuzgan signified the end of the Parthian Empire and the rise of the Sasanian Empire. April 29, 1429, a young girl appears on the battlefield to change France's fate. Her name is Joan of Arc. Just 17 years old. Claiming divine visions, she demands to lead the army before the Dauphin. At the time, France was collapsing in the 100 Years' War. Orléans was under siege. If it fell, southern France would be lost. But when Joan arrived, everything changed. She inspired the soldiers and directly faced the English army. Within days, the French broke the siege and claimed victory. That victory led to Charles VII's coronation and reversed the war's tide. One girl's faith and courage changed the fate of a nation. Today marks the day Joan of Arc arrived at Orléans. April 30, 1974, at the White House. President Richard Nixon makes a major announcement. "I will release parts of the White House tapes," he says. But they were edited transcripts. The tapes held key evidence about the Watergate scandal. Yet crucial parts were deleted or marked inaudible. Americans and Congress were outraged. It felt like the president was hiding the truth. The Supreme Court ordered Nixon to release the original tapes. And it revealed he had ordered the cover-up. He became the first U.S. president to resign from office. Watergate wasn't just a scandal. It was proof that democracy can fight back. On May 1, 1707, England and Scotland became one nation. It was the birth of the Kingdom of Great Britain. Though they had shared a monarch since 1603, they had separate parliaments, laws, and churches. Then Scotland faced an economic crisis, and a political union with England gained momentum. They signed the Acts of Union, and on May 1, 1707, the law took effect, uniting them into one country. This created one parliament, one flag, and one market, laying the foundation for the British Empire. But in Scotland, there was significant protest over the loss of sovereignty. And that tension still echoes today. May 2, 1808, citizens of Madrid rose up against the oppressive French occupation. Commander Murat ordered indiscriminate gunfire. But locals, joined by the Montpellier artillery unit, fought back fiercely. That night, hundreds fell, and the following day saw summary executions across the city. This brutal crackdown ignited Spain's War of Independence, sparking the wider Peninsular War. Today, Madrid commemorates May 2 each year, as a celebration of courage and the fight for freedom. On May 3, 1616, in Loudun, France, a peace treaty was signed between King Louis XIII and his mother, Marie de Medici. Although Louis had come of age, his regent mother refused to give up power. Eventually, the two entered into civil war. With no clear winner, a compromise was reached in Loudun. The nobles regained their positions, and the Queen Mother kept some authority. But peace didn't last long. The next year, Louis removed his mother's closest advisor and moved toward absolute monarchy. The Treaty of Loudun marked the beginning of absolute rule in France. May 4, 1493. A pope drew a line and split the world in two. Just 1 year after Columbus discovered the New World. Spain and Portugal were already fighting over it. To settle it, Pope Alexander VI, who was Spanish, issued a decree. Inter caetera. Simple, he said.
Let's draw a line across the earth.
100 leagues west of the Azores. West of that, Spain. East of that, Portugal. With just one document, 2 European empires divided the New World. That's why Brazil speaks Portuguese, and the rest of South America speaks Spanish. One sheet of paper. On May 4, 1493, the Pope redrew the globe.